So currently, we have been working on a very important project. It's the core activity of the association. It's the development of the national tour. It's called Liga Mosh. So there's a lot of work going around to mature the project. There's a few important dimensions around that, not only on the sports side, so to give the proper conditions to the surfers, to manage the schedule, the international schedule with the national schedule, and to have the right sites, the right beaches to do the competitions. On the other side, there's the media part. So the media part, it's very important because surfing worked a lot in the past on the online platform with the webcast. Is still evolving a lot, but then we have the traditional media that also there's an important role on that side. So we are maturing well. We are getting the attention of a few important brands in the markets. So the project is going well. So on the other side, on the institutional side, we are also working to get attention from another layer, another category of associates. So on a historical basis, we had only the surfers from the competition level. But now we are trying to have the surfers from the leisure level. So we are putting some projects in place for the associates, our associates, to get some value. So it's in a very early stage, but it's also an important project. So in the conference we touch a very important point, the video referee. So there's a huge debate around that, not only in surfing but in all other sports. I believe that it will solve part of the subjectivity of the sport, and it adds also value to the discussion around of surfing being Olympic or not Olympic. Another issue that we discussed was the brand around the surfers. So surfing it's an individual sport. The industry in all the sport is also in a very early stage as compared to other sports. So the way that surfers manage their own brands, the entourage that they have, it's also are also important topics to be discussed in the near future. So here we had like the very first conference about technology and surfing. Our topics are pretty far away from each other, and I believe that a good point would be to discuss in a deeper way one of the topics. So on the judgment side we have the video, and on the brand side create a model for the surfers, adapted model of course, because a surfer is not a soccer player. A surfer travels a lot, so the entourage around that will be very expensive. So the way that they can put in place a good model that works can be also an issue, and the way that they manage the brand to the society and to the market would be also important to discuss.